Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my booktube channel, Pretty Bibliophile. I'm Nika, and today's video is going to be a book haul. So this is actually going to be a really quick video because today is the 8th of October and I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm moving to Delhi. I've got my flight tomorrow early morning, so this is going to be really rushed. So yeah, let's dive right in. I am going to show you the books that I got recently, and they are in two piles. Firstly, I've got 3 review copies, and I've got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, and I've got 5 books I bought on my own. So firstly, I want to share the review copies that I got. The first one is Sisters of the Snake by Serena and Sasha Nanua. This one was sent to me by HarperCollins India, and I'm really grateful to them that they did so, because this is one of my most anticipated reads of the year. It's Indian inspired fantasy. It's basically sort of like a Princess and the Pauper retelling, but in this story, the princess takes the place of the thief and the thief takes the place of the princess, and now they have they have to go on this adventure to save their people. I think that is the way I have seen it described, so that's what I'm going to share with you all. Princess Rani has heard the whispers. Snake Princess, they call her, a girl with fangs for teeth. Her people fear her, yet her father doesn't believe her capable of ruling. Ria is the quickest thief this side of the Var River. That's why she's still alive. By the way, my name is Ria as well. But when she's conscripted into a looming war, she knows she has to be quicker than ever before to elude the royal army's grasp. These two lives collide, turning everything upside down because Ria and Rani, orphan slash thief and princess, are unmistakably identical. A deal is struck. Both can get what they want if they switch places for less than 1 moon's time. But danger lurks in both worlds, and the two are thrust into a race to unravel a mysterious prophecy and locate a long-lost mythical object. To save their home, thief and royal must work together or watch it all fall into ruin. So I'm really excited to read this book. And by the way, this is the book that I'm going to be taking with me tomorrow. I am going to either read this one, or I've also got another audiobook on Storytel that I really want to read. It's The Alienist. I'm sure you guys have already seen the series on Netflix, but yeah, I'm going to read / listen to either of these two books. So this is option 1 and that will be option 2, and that is why I was really adamant to film this video today, because obviously I'm going to show you the books that I got, and then I'll have to pack them in my bag as well. So that's that. The two other books that I'm going to show you, review copies that I'm going to show you, are both sent to me by HarperCollins. So I'm really excited for both of them. And this is the first one, that is Old Love Good Girls by Gail Godwin. Now, I really wanted to read this book because of the way and because of the themes that the synopsis describes. It has got sisterhood, friendship, girls supporting each other, women empowerment, all of that, and it is also set in 1958, so like the 50s. So I'm really excited, and especially because I read another book, City of Girls by this one right here by Elizabeth Gilbert, which was also a review copy that was sent to me by Bloomsbury, and I really loved it. I love the theme of girls coming into their own and becoming independent and realizing their individual selves, all of that, as well as women supporting women, all of that. So I'm really excited to read this one as well. The other book that I actually got just today, this afternoon, is Tenderness, which is a humongous book. It's Tenderness by Alison McLeod. Now this one is sort of like based, not completely, but a bit of it is based on the life of D.H. Lawrence. For a second I forgot I was about to say Chatelet, but anyway, it's based a bit on the life of D.H. Lawrence and how his work brought so much scandal and all of that. And it begins with this beautiful quote by D.H. Lawrence: "Ours is the universe of the unfolded rose, the explicit, the candid revelation." And I want to really I'm really excited to pick it up. And it also has characters like Jacqueline Kennedy and her husband, and then the story of Lady Chatelet's lover and its ripple effects across half a century, Tenderness is a celebration of the transformative and triumphant power of fiction, a book about a book. So it's going to be really interesting, and I really love the cover as well. It's just so beautiful, and I'm really excited to read it. Unfortunately, I won't be taking it with me to Delhi right now. After my parents return, I'll have them ship it to me via parcel post. So that's sad because it's quite big, and this time I do have to prioritize my clothes and college stuff over fiction. But yeah, definitely when my parents return, this is going to be one among the first few books that they'll ship to me. We're done with the review copies. Let us now move on to the books that I bought by myself recently. The first one is this beautiful copy of poetry collection, A God at the Door by Tishani Doshi. Now, I have not read any Tishani Doshi work as of now. I also know that Girls Are Coming Out of the Woods, I think that was the name of a previous poetry collection. I've read a couple of them and I really liked it, as well as I've read a couple of the poems that I've read from here which were really amazing. So I really wanted to read this book as well, and when I got the opportunity, I obviously had to get it. It was on sale as well. I got it at a retail store in a really big shopping mall in my city. I was about to say country but yeah, really excited to read this one, and I really love this cover. It's amazing. So if you have read this book, this poetry collection rather, let me know what you think about it. Then from the Flipkart sale, I got two books, and the first one is The Discomfort of Evening. And the reason I got it was, firstly, it was very cheap, and secondly, it was the winner of the Booker Prize, so 2020. So I'm really excited to read it. I think I read a review of it by Kajri, I think, and I was really interested to explore this book for myself and for my own opinion. So since it was on sale also, that was a great excuse, so I got this one. Then one book that I got, and I'm really excited about this, is this beautiful copy of Rabindranath Tagore's works. It does not contain all of his works because that's vast. This is the Rabindranath Tagore Omnibus 1, and this contains, let's see, Gitanjali, The Post Office, Creative Unity, Hungry Stones and Other Stories, Gora, My Boyhood Days. And it's from Rupa Publications, so I'm excited to read this, and then I'll obviously be getting the second omnibus as well. The reason I was really interested to pick this one up and buy it for myself was because I'm watching the Rabindranath Tagore series on Netflix, and I'm really loving it. I just finished watching Choker Bali, and of course it's amazing, and Radhika Apte as well as the other characters really are amazing, so really excited to read this one. Then the two other books that I want to show you are ones that I'm really excited about, especially because they are from the Northeast India, literatures of Northeast India. The first one I want to share with you all is this beautiful collection. It's Missing Folk Tales, compiled and rendered into English by Tabu Ram Tide, and I'm really excited to read it because it is basically a collection of folk tales of the missing people, and the missing people are a tribe of people who are from Northeast India as well as Arunachal Pradesh, overall Northeast India, and I don't think I'll go into the specifics of the state names and all of that right now, but they are a tribe of people, and I'm really excited and eager to read about them, their culture, their folk tales and all of that, especially because I haven't read any of it before, and I'm so glad that books like these are becoming accessible to us now, for us to explore our own country, from the places which haven't been written about much, or the places whose literatures are not, I would say, mainstream yet. So really excited to read this one. It's also quite affordable. I got it for it's priced at 110 rupees, and it's a hardcover, so that's a great deal as well. So I'm really excited to read it. I hope you guys will pick it up as well. I'll make sure to include the link of this book down below. Lastly, the book that I want to share with you all is The Inheritance of Words. Now, this is a collection of writings from writers, authors, creators of Arunachal Pradesh, and it was edited by Mamang Dai. So this is also our book of the month for the Explore India Readathon that I'm doing with my book club, Read with Nika book club. And in what month is it now? It's October. In September, we read a book from Assam, Chinatown Days by Rita Chaudhary, and in October we are reading a book from Arunachal Pradesh. Now, I thought that this one was the best book that we can pick up because since it is a compilation, it's an anthology, it's a collection, it will expose me and, well, whoever the reader is, to a variety of writing styles and to a variety of perspectives, all of Arunachali people. So I thought this was a really good book, and a book that would make us open our eyes towards the cultures that we haven't read much about before or been exposed to much before. So I'm really excited to read this book. Once again, do join us, and I'll be filming a reading vlog for this one as well, so stay tuned. So that's it, guys. Those are all the books. Let me count: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Those are all the 8 books that I got recently, and I'm really excited to read each and every one of them. I'll of course keep you updated, and I'll see you soon. I hope you guys take care of yourself, and the next time you see me, you probably won't, well, no, I think after this video I might upload a vlog, or before this video I might upload that vlog before this video, so we don't know. So this is one of the last times you'll see this background, because I'll be shifting to Delhi tomorrow, the 9th of October, and then, you know, obviously things are going to change, so let's see how it turns out. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.